everyone, my name is Steph. This is the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my July reset video for you where I review my reading from June and I set myself up for the month of July. And I'm pretty excited about this because I am bringing back my TBR game temporarily. But clearly I need to turn my phone off because people are talking to me. Because it is June and it is the end of the month, or just about, it's the 29th of June here at the moment as I'm filming, I figured I would give you not only my June stats, but also my mid-year reading stats, because I don't tend to do that very much anymore, but I thought being halfway through the year, we could do a bit of a checkpoint. As of June 29th, I have read 41 books and I have at least 2 or 3 more that I am planning on reading over the next 2 days. I am on holidays and I plan on just reading. I've read a total of 11,255 pages and I've had no rereads this month, which is very weird for me. But that's okay because there'll be rereads next month. If we're talking mid-year stats, I have read 289 books for the year. 251 of those were new to me books, 37 were rereads, and 77 of those books in total were from Kindle Unlimited, which is great because it means I'm making use of the service that I'm paying for. And I've read a total of 78,398 pages collectively throughout the year. My best reading month was January, where I read 59 books, and my lowest reading month was February, where I read 42, which I've not hit yet this month, but I will in the next 2 days. I will definitely go over 42 books. And so far this year, I have given 25 6-star reads, but most of those were rereads, and some of them were the same book that I've reread multiple times. 65 5 stars, 30 4.5 stars, 94 4 stars, which is always my highest. I tend to be pretty picky about what I read, so things tend to set around the 4-star mark. 31 3.5 stars, 26 3 stars, 6 2.5 stars, 3 2 stars, 1 1.5 star, 1 1-star book, and I have 14 DNFs for the year, which I already have a video for. So my DNF video was supposed to come out before my reset video, but now it's coming out afterwards. Stay tuned. It is coming out next week. So those are the stats that I'm sharing. The next part of my reset is usually, did I read my June TBR? I read a few things off my June TBR. I read Sweep of the Heart by Ilona Andrews. I read Magic Claims by Ilona Andrews. Some Shall Break by Ellie Marnie, and Mortal Follies by Alexis Hall. I did have other things in my basket that I didn't read, so I didn't end up reading the rest of the Red Dirt Heart series by N.R. Walker. I didn't get to Whiskey and Sin by Emily Rath, and I didn't get to Law by Lily Mayne. So they will be going back into the TBR pile until I decide I want to read them. Okay, so getting into the books that I am planning on reading in July, I will be trying to do a reread of Sweep of the Heart by Ilona Andrews before our live show, which is on, I need to check this because I was having issues with dates yesterday for live shows and I had to redo all of these. So Sweep of the Heart is on Thursday, the 6th at 8 p.m. EST. That is our live show discussion time, and I want to reread the book before then, just because I read it a little while ago and I've got other books in my brain and I just want to refresh myself. I also have a bunch of review copies from Allen and Unwin that come out on July the 4th, which I would like to try and read in the next little bit anyway. So there is We Didn't Think It Through by Gary Lonsborough. This is a queer Indigenous young adult title. I have Wolf Girl 6, Sink or Swim by Ando, which is the next book in this series. I need to read it and then just take it into work. I also received Reaching Through Time by Shauna Bostock, which is, I think, like a memoir type story or an investigation into her family's history. And also Ember and the Island of Lost Creatures. This is by Jason Pament and it is a middle grade graphic novel. I'm so excited to read this. This has actually already come out on the 27th of June, so I'm behind in reading it, but I'm planning on reading it hopefully before the next book beside my bed video. They also sent me some books that come out in August and I should probably try and read them in July, just so I am, on time. So there is Jawsome by R.J. Timmis, which looks to be a middle grade, or well, junior fiction / middle grade title. There is The Champ versus the Werewolf Warriorz by Ando, which is the next book in the Champ series. And also Gabby Stroud's The Things That Matter Most, a novel. Gabby Stroud was a former teacher here in Australia. She wrote a memoir called Teacher, and this is her first novel, and it was sent to me. Most of these, I think Ember and the Island of Lost Creatures was one that I requested. Everything else is unsolicited, but I do try and give out all of the things that they sent me a read at some point, so I'll pop them in the TBR basket for next month and we'll see how I go. In terms of July new releases that I am on the lookout for, I already have one of them that I just haven't read yet, and that is Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. I'm really excited to read this and I just keep putting it off because it's what I do with books that I'm really excited about reading. We're going to try and get to that one this month. I also have Game Changer by Amy Aislinn, which comes out on the 18th, and also Resonant Surge by Nalini Singh, which is the next Changeling book, comes out later in the month. I think the US, you get it a little bit earlier than we do. I'm very excited that the next book is coming out, and you better believe that I'll be reading it as soon as I can. All right, the other thing that I'm trying to do every month is use my Rare spinner wheel to pick an author that I acquired books from Rare and try and read through them. Last month it was supposed to be N.R. Walker. I didn't read those. However, I did read my Saxon James books. So I did read an author, I just didn't read the one that I spun on the wheel. This is a fun way of just trying to get myself into the headspace of reading the books that are still currently piled up on the floor in front of me. Just realised I didn't take Saxon James off here. Oh, okay, Penny D. I'm really excited about this because Penny D was one of the authors that I met at Rare, and I actually got to have breakfast with her, and I hadn't heard of her books. So hold on, let me go get them. Okay, so these are Penny D's books. There is Kings of Mayhem and Brothers in Arms. They are MC romances. I have not read an MC romance in a little while. So this is going to be a bit of an experiment into seeing whether I still enjoy reading them, but I'm super excited to read them because I've been meaning to pick them up because she was so lovely. The other thing that I have been doing recently is using some kind of method to pick out books off my TBR cart to read. And this month I decided to go back to my book Friendopoly TBR game because I lost this for a long time and I've only just recently found it, and I've been looking for an excuse to play it. I will be playing this all month in September, which is my birthday month, but I figured I would use this for 6 prompts for this month's TBR. Okay, so we're going to cut to the first roll. So this one was one of Bree's picks. It was for Rainbow Road and the prompt was Book with a Purple Cover. I think I'm going to have to go with Well Travelled by Jen DeLuca because I still have not read this book yet. I don't know if it's the last book in the series, but it's the last book in the series that I have, so let's read it. Roll number 2. Roll number 2 was a member's prompt. This one was from Tracy and it was an illustrated cover. I think in the efforts of being kind to myself and not picking something super long, I'm going to go with Thank You Next by Andy J. Christopher. Roll number 3. So roll number 3 was a chance card and it was for a neurodiverse prompt. For that I'm going to read Love and Autism by Kay Kerr. This one is a non-fiction book, 5 true stories about neurodivergent life and love, and I'm very much looking forward to reading this. As soon as I saw that it had come out, I ordered it and I just haven't picked it up yet. Roll number 4. Katana's pick, it was a future prompt. I'm going to put the Underground back on my TBR because I keep putting on my TBR and not reading it, so I think we just need to get this done. Roll number 5. Roll number 5 was an audiobook, and so for that I think I'm going to go into my Libby borrowed because I have a stack of things borrowed on Libby. So we could do The Dead Romantics, Paladin's Hope. I need to read that. I'm currently reading the Book of Wondrous Possibilities, so that'll probably be done. What else could we do? I have a Carly Lane audiobook. Well, I know for sure that I'm going to be listening to Paladin's Hope. So I'm going to put that as my audiobook choice. Roll number 6. So roll number 6 was another one of Bree's prompts, and this was from Bree Boulevard, and it was to buddy read a book with Bree. So I'm just waiting to hear from Bree about what she would be interested in buddy reading next month. I don't know if we're going to do another Alexis Hall, or if we might read something else. So we are not reading Alexis Hall. We are going to be reading Reverie and Redemption by Cadence Snow. This is a reread for me, but it is the first time Bree is going to be reading it. So yay. 2 other things that I am going to put into the TBR basket is the rest of the story by Tal Bauer. But this is not my constantly reread copy. This is a new copy that I bought because I would like to turn this into a traveling book, maybe with friends, maybe with members. I haven't decided yet. I have put one of Bree's traveling book stickers in here. So I'm going to be annotating this specifically with the intent of sending it to other people to read and annotate as well. But I'm thinking that's going to be sort of a monthly thing from now on, not necessarily to send as a traveling book, but I think I want to have a book that I'm annotating every month, and it's going to be a reread, and I have quite a few books in mind that I would like to do for that. I'm going to start off with this one, and I might even film it. It might be members content, or if you guys are interested in it being something that I just publish open on my channel, feel free to let me know. I would also like to reread Force of Nature this month. I meant to get to it, I just didn't get a chance to do it this month, and I would like to reread it before the movie comes out. I'm so excited about the movie. It looks great. If you guys have not watched the film yet, please do. It is one of my favourite Australian films. The book is one of my favourite Australian books. I'm very excited about this. I am going to sign off from this video. I'm going to have some journaling content. I am going to have my Evernote reset for filming, and I will also have my scanning in of books that I have read. So stick around for that if you are interested. Thank you very much for watching this video. I would love to know what you are reading in July. Are you reading any of the same books? What else have you got picked? What do you hope that I get to first? Feel free to let me know that in the comments. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everyone.